Okay, guys. Finale, Flames finale. I think that's what we're calling it. Woo! What a final episode. A lot of cutting off, a lot of meddling. Chris just like, oh my God, like, wow. So, I'm just going to get straight into the review. So if you do like the sound of that, stick around, keep watching, and let's go. So it seems like we're getting the sign that Hannah Ann is going to be having doubts about the whole thing. And then Chris comes and tells Peter that, you know, she may not be coming. And so that's when Peter's on the bed, like pacing, like, oh my God. And I think that's what made him, in that moment when he felt like Hannah Ann wasn't going to come, that's what made him want her more. So then we see her in the car and it looks like she's going on this faraway journey, like she's leaving. But what actually happens is, because I'm looking at her in the car and she doesn't look like she's crying. So I'm like, okay, yeah, no, she's not leaving. They're getting engaged and all the drama's going to happen off season. And lo and behold, she does show up. He proposes to her. Also, love her dress. Cheers to Hannah's dress. Hannah has been killing it with the dresses this season. I'm also wearing this red number in honor of Hannah Ann. Loved her dress on after the final rose. So yeah, they see each other, they hug, you know, they've got the heartbeat sound effects. Brilliant. So Peter tells Hannah in quick passing, and we come back to that later on, that Madison left 2 days ago. Oh, and I love you. So that's a lot for her to take in. I can imagine you're just like, whoa. And then, but her reaction to him telling her that he loves her is quite hilarious. She's like, huh? Me? We see Barbra in the audience. She is looking snatched. Little did I know she's about to be snatching wigs later. Okay, we'll get to that, Barbra. So, they get engaged. It's happy days. Everyone is so excited. So then we see Peter going home to his family to let them know he's engaged. And they are at the edge of their seats. They're like, oh my God, who did he pick? And he's explaining and they're like, but they don't want to get too excited. And the way he's explaining it, it's also sounding like it could be Madison. So then they're looking very worried and they're like, who is it? Peter, tell us, who is it? And then obviously he lets them know it's Hannah Ann, and Barb is screaming. Oh my God. She screams, she cries with joy, and I can't deal her enthusiasm. Also, when Peter first arrives, she's like, we missed your smiles, we missed your hellos. And I'm just like, my family needs to greet me like this when I get home. And then they're just like, you look great, you look happy. I need that encouragement when I walk through the door. I'm going to let my mum know, you need to be like Barb. Not so much, actually, as we see later on. I do in this moment. Peter does look excited, but I feel like his excitement is more so because he knows his family is going to be happy. So he's excited to see their celebration, if that makes sense. That's just the vibe I was getting. They FaceTime Hannah Ann, and it's so funny because Peter's holding the phone like this, and his brother's at the side like, oh, okay, I guess I'm not gonna get to FaceTime Hannah Ann. I just found that quite funny, the way he got left out. We cut to later on, Hannah Ann and Peter are meeting up for their, like, you know, the little dates they have off season. And it just all feels so awkward. Like, in the beginning, you don't even see Hannah Ann's face. She's got her back to the camera a lot. And I'm like, oh, does she have, like, major surgery and they're going to reveal it or something? But I know that's not really the case. And then we see her face and the whole vibe is awkward. And I'm just like, something is up for sure. And we find out Peter isn't sure about Hannah Ann, and they've been dealing with this the whole time. And then he's basically, Peter is basically ending it with Hannah Ann. And I'm like, oh my gosh. So Hannah Ann goes off into the bathroom. She tells him, you took away my engagement. You told me to trust you. You told me to be patient. And you reassured me only to pull the carpet from under me. Is that what it? Pull the rug from under my feet. What did it say? She's letting him have it. She is sassy and I am here for it. I am like, go Hannah Ann. And so he's just like, I'm sorry. And she's like, oh, you are? You're sorry for not being man enough? She's like, you're sorry for not being man enough? You're sorry for not following through with what you said? I'm like, read him, Hannah Ann. Where has she been all this time? But I'm glad, because sometimes in that moment, and I was briefly, while I was getting ready to film, listening to the Happy Hour podcast, and Becca was like, I'm so glad you did say all of that, because in the moment when it happened to me, because the same thing happened with Becca and Ari, you're just so blindsided, you're in shock, and I'm like that as well. I react a lot later on, so in the moment I would probably just be like, oh my god. I do feel like to an extent in this moment she was distraught, but there was genuine feeling she had for him. She was genuinely hurt, genuinely heartbroken, genuinely angry, but there may have been a little bit of auditioning for The Bachelorette. Maybe. Because she knew, okay, this could be a possibility now. It happened for Becca. So Hannah is watching back, like her giving it to Peter, and she's just nodding to every word she's saying, like, yeah, I did that. And Barb is clapping for Hannah Ann, so I'm like, okay, this is about to be a whole new type of mess. Also, I just noted, I've never seen anyone look so beautiful crying. Like, Hannah Ann still looks stunning. And then as they're leaving, they're holding hands, which is a bit weird because it's ended on a sour note a bit, but anyway, he escorts her out, he's holding her hand. Oh, and then she's in the car and Peter like goes in, as I think he wants to say like one final thing. She puts her hand up, she's like, just leave. And I'm like, yes, do you? So Hannah Ann comes out, she's giving me like Lucy Hale vibes, beautiful, loving it. Love the dress, shout out the red dress. And she tells him, you knew exactly what to say to me to keep me. So this is like on stage now at the live show. And Barb is fully team Hannah and not team her own son. But yeah, Hannah Ann came ready with everything that she wanted to say to Peter. She has thought about this and she is just, yeah, killing it. And yeah, Hannah Ann says, you waited till the last minute to tell me about Madison, like in the midst of everything else. So it almost like, I don't process it really. And all Peter can say is, I'm so sorry, you're so right. Like, that's basically what he's saying the whole time on the stage. Then Hannah Ann spills tea that it wasn't just Madison. You needed to get closure with Hannah B as well. So she's like, yeah, I'm spilling all your tea here now. And I was like, ooh. Then we see that Chris went to go and see Madison, and the whole time she's on the screen, Barb is rolling her eyes. She is not Team Madison 1 ounce, and we later find out how much she is not Team Madison. Oh my god. So anyways, Chris goes to see Madison. He tells Madison that Peter got engaged, but he called it off. Like at first when he says he did get engaged, she looks so distraught, but then obviously he lets her know he called it off and she's happy again. But Madison's like, I don't know if you can tell me this, and Chris is like, I can tell you anything you want. Anything you want to know, anything, ask me, I will tell you. And Barb hates Chris right now. She hates that he orchestrated this. Her facial expressions, this are killing me. They need to become gifts because, oh my god. So Madison is now on her way to LA. So we go back to Peter on the stage and he admits that yes, he is still in love with Madison, and everyone claps except Barb. She's just like Madison joins Peter on stage and then they ask Barb her opinion. Barb is speaking about Madison and obviously when she came to meet the family and how she kept them waiting for 3 hours, how she wasn't like showing, she didn't apologize, she couldn't see the love, and it is awkward. Oh my god. Yeah, she's basically calling Madison out, and Madison's response to all of this is just basically, it is what it is, I'm just me. In the words of Peter, frig. Oh my god, this was so awkward. It was a battle between Madison and Peter's mum. So Barb is firing back again, like at that, because the audience all clapped for Madison, and Barb was like, no, we're not just gonna have it like that. So then Barb's firing back. Madison cuts her off. I'm like, oh my god. I'm just like, this is all so tense. But Madison does have a point. Because she says, yes, this was Peter's journey, but it's also my journey too, and she's within right to feel the way that she does, and I think Barb is kind of sticking on her a bit too much for how she's feeling. Like, she's human, she's allowed to have her feelings, and if Peter wants to accept that, he wants to accept that. There's nothing anyone else can do about it. Anyway, Chris is trying to, seal this off nicely, and he's like, how can we move forward? Family is important. And Barb says, and I quote, let me just read this so I don't get it wrong. He's gonna have to fail to succeed. She also adds, all his friends and family know it's not going to work. She clarifies what she means by fail to succeed, in case you didn't know. And Peter, at this point, he finally steps in and says, I'm telling you, I love Madison, and that should be enough. And these are my notes. What a finale. I have not seen anything like this. This shocking. Oh my God, Chris was right. This was shocking. He didn't even predict what was going to happen at the final. Are you kidding? I was screaming watching this. This was insane. Oh my God. Like, this is the worst nightmare of any guy. When your mum and your like girlfriend, wife, fiance don't get on at all. Like, they were battling. They were going head to head. It was like pew, 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 watching them. And Madison was not backing down either. I thought she was like, oh yeah. But very like subtly, without saying anything, she was saying everything. And when she would get an applause from the audience, oh my gosh. Well, comment below if you see them lasting. I don't know, because I don't know if Barb is going to change her mind on this, or I don't know if I 100% agree with how Barb carried herself in all of this. But boy, what a finale that was. Comment below if you think Peter and Madison are going to work out. Comment below your thoughts on Barb. Was she out of line? And oh my God, that is it. That's it for The Bachelor. I'll be back for Bachelorette. I don't know if I'm going to do the singing show, whatever that is. I forgot what it's called. But I do hope you guys enjoyed this review. I hope you enjoyed all of my other reviews. It's been good getting to know some of the Bachelor Nation. So when we come back for Bachelorette, there's more of us and we just keep growing. I've actually really enjoyed this, so I'm ready for the next show. Yeah, so that's all. Anyway, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff that asks you to do. Please do. And I'm just rambling now, and I don't really know how to end this, so I'm just gonna go.